Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your old pal, CHH. We're back again. I'm back yet again. Let's talk about this new House of a Thousand Corpses 20th anniversary. That's crazy. 20 years since House of a Thousand Corpses came out. It's really older than that, though, right? Because he filmed it in, I think he said late 99 or 2000 at the latest. So it's really like the 23rd or 4th, technically. But upon the release of the film, it's been 20 years. And what a hell of a movie that certainly stood the test of time, won't you say? I mean, even within Rob's catalog, a lot of people kind of say, you know what, though? Like, House is the one, though, you know? Devil's Rejects is obviously up there, and the Halloweens are very controversial, big fans of those movies. And then there's other people who are real big haters of the film. But I think a lot of people can kind of rally around House, and it's kind of like it gains momentum the more that time goes by. And what an interesting set that was released from Lionsgate themselves. This kind of looks like, you know, the Arrow type release with the thickness, if you will. But when I heard about this, there was this in the Steelbook, and I have that trilogy, Firefly Family Trilogy Steelbook that came out a couple years ago, and I was like, well, that's really cool. I'll get that. And I was not going to get the Steelbook again, but when I saw this special collector's set for the movie, I was like, well, that's just a beautiful memento for the film. I don't mind grabbing that. Let's kind of take a look at that and see what's what. Now, the big negative on this, it's not a 4K. I have a suspicion maybe Rob doesn't have any intention of putting his movies on 4K, possibly. He's talked about not even liking the Blu-ray for his movies and thinking that, like, hey, if you're going to watch Devil's Rejects, get the DVD, don't get the Blu-ray because the Blu-ray looks too nice. He has his things about not wanting his films to look too nice. So, I don't know, guys. But it's a beautiful-looking Blu-ray. The House Blu-rays always look really good. And so let's kind of talk about this set. So, like I said, this is the 20th anniversary Blu-ray set. And we'll talk about if it's worth it. This cost right at $30, I think. And the artwork on the front is just stellar. I actually really, really like that. You got Sid, Baby, and Otis front and center on there, and Rob Zombie's horror masterpiece. I guess I'm fine with him calling it that. You're gonna get a poster with this set, and it's this very I don't know, almost like Tim Burton-esque type poster. You know, pretty cool. I like that. You've got Dr. Satan and the Professor over on the right. Tiny. You got the whole family. Grandpa, Mama Firefly. Rob's over here with his Frankenstein shirt on. Really cool little poster. You get some cards. Captain Spaulding. There's Otis. Dr. Satan. Very, very cool. This is a baby card with that old booty right there. I love it. I like these little cards. These are fun. And I like the design on these. Kind of cartoonish. Fun. I dig that. And on the back are like notes of the script. So that's really cool too. Ah, now this is cool. Remember that zombie that you see right when they dump one of them down in the pit? And what's cool about this is it's nothing but photos. Set photos. No writing. It's nothing but photos, and it's really, really cool. Behind-the-scenes stuff. I really, really, really dig that. So this booklet is actually, you know, all the rage, quite frankly. I like it a lot. Cheap-ass Halloween costume. I love that. So the book is the biggest hit for me, and I love that they used a picture of one of those zombie things on the front. That always creeped me out. And, of course, we're going to get the Blu-ray right here. It's a 2-disc set. I am going to answer the question that I saw some people say, what is the menu screen like? Did they go back to the Captain Spaulding one? I filmed all that. Hang tight. But the Blu-ray, it's a 2-disc Blu-ray, and it actually says that on disc 2 there's never before seen behind-the-scenes material. So we're going to look at that. I'm going to show a few clips of all that. But yeah, you're going to get a digital copy, and you're going to get your 2 discs, which actually have new art on them. I'm going to assume that the Steelbook is the same. It's got the same artwork on those. No reversible art on the sleeve, but you got the same art that was for the box itself, which I like the art, so that's fine. And on the inside of the box, it actually opens like a book. On the inside of the box, you're going to get some cool art like that. Nice behind-the-scenes set photo. A very charming set, quite frankly. There's been a little bit of a commentary on this set. Hey, is it worth it? I'm not getting this unless it's a 4K. And to those people, I say I understand where you're coming from. I absolutely do. This is a movie I was more than happy to double dip on, as it were, just being a big fan of this. Let's go look at the second disc, the menu screen for the first disc, and then we'll come back. No, it is not the Captain Spaulding interactive menu. There's a spin the wheel that was on the previous Blu-ray in the Steelbook collection set, but no interactive Captain Spaulding menu. All right, so on disc 2, there's cast and director interviews, and I don't know that I've ever seen these before. I'm not saying that they've never been released. It says on the back of the case that these have never before been seen. So maybe they're on-set things. God, Sherry's beautiful right there. But there's... I don't recall ever seeing these. I remember on the DVD there was interviews, but they weren't on set like this. They were after the fact, I believe, made for the DVD. So maybe these are never before seen. And there's a lot of them. Wayne Toth's on there, and then there's behind the scenes. And yeah. So again, I don't recall seeing this before. I'm not saying that they haven't. Again, that's what the box says. So maybe in its entirety, this kind of stuff is for the first time being released. I've never paid too much attention to this kind of stuff, the behind-the-scenes stuff, but it's all on this second disc, so it looks like they got nothing but behind-the-scenes looks at the making of. So that's all of disc 2, which is pretty cool. Okay, guys, so there you have it. This is the House of 1,000 Corpses 20th Anniversary Collector Set. I mean, I think if you're going to get this, you're better off getting this rather than the Steelbook. That's my own personal opinion on it. I don't think it's a bad-looking Steelbook. I actually think it's a pretty good-looking Steelbook. It's not something I'm going to buy multiple versions of. I'm not going to go get the Steelbook as well. I'm super happy with this set, and I'm good to call it there. So in the worst-case scenario, if we don't get a 4K of this or Devil's Rejects in 2 years, maybe we'll get a really nice set for the Devil's Rejects with this movie, and we got something like that to look forward to. I'm happy with this. I like the behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm going to watch a little bit more of that to just kind of get an idea of what was going on. If that stuff's been released before, let me know. I'm really not sure. It says it hasn't, but I don't know. I mean, some of the fans that are really, they dive into the special features can answer that question probably a little bit better than me. But I think this is a cool memento to a really classic film. So happy 20th anniversary, House of 1,000 Corpses. If you guys want this, get it off of Amazon. I'll drop an affiliate link down below, or go to your Best Buy and pick it up. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the new 20th anniversary House of 1,000 Corpses set. Hey, a huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.